We have the management of Concor, Mr. V. Kalyana Rama, the chairman and managing director with us. Thank you so much, sir, for taking time out and for chatting right here with us on ET Now. Let's start with a sense of how the quarter gone by transpired for you. You've had a muted show. There was some revenue pressure as well, but margins were still at a very healthy level of 30% plus. Can you tell us what helped you offset your pressure on the margins, and do we expect it to sustain at those levels in Q1 and beyond as well?
Yeah, last quarter volumes are low because of mainly the virus effect started showing that coronavirus, and there is already slowdown in the EXIM traffic in India. But yes, the margins we can maintain. See, that is where we are maintaining our margins, and we were not actually going for any price war with anything, even though the going gets tough. We maintain our margins. Slightly we lost on volumes, but those volumes we want to pick up with improvement in our service levels. We already taken certain steps, and I'm sure they are going to give me dividends over this financial year. We do a complete end-to-end transportation. Now we are trying to add on some more value-added services in this end-to-end transportation. Making the customer more convenient, making it very convenient to the customer and customer-friendly atmosphere, and more of digitization we are doing in our company, so that which is in line with the trend with the coronavirus, where there's a lot of fear or a lot of concern about personal mobility. So all our operations now they can do on online. So we are taking a lot of steps in that direction. So even though this quarter one also we will have a lot of an issue of volumes because of coronavirus and lockdowns, but I'm sure our margins will be able to maintain at 30 to 33% on operating levels.
What is the outlook on volumes then? By when do you see it stabilizing? Any triggers that you're betting on over the medium term?
See, our expectation is that volumes in the first two quarters will be subdued. Q3 we are expecting something to start picking up, and the expectation is that Q4 may be normal. So that's where now we feel that the virus effect will come down, because now it's very difficult to predict, because the coronavirus, how it is going to be, the effect of all this, and when, how long we will have this sort of partial lockdowns or restrictions, and industry has not yet started. A lot of labor has gone back. So many things are there. We are trying to understand, and of course we do some predictions. So the prediction is that Q4 we will have a better Q4 this year.
Hi, sir. Good morning. This is Varun also joining in. You recently let everybody know that you all are closing down 15 terminals that are on railway land. So what's the rationale here? And also, what's the impact of the rising diesel prices on the same segment?
See, the rationale behind closing down these 15 depots is because of certain change in the policy by Indian Railways on charging of the land license fee for the railway land which we were using, and now presently we are using still at 29 depots. Earlier we were using at 44 places. We were paying earlier license fee based on the volumes handled at these terminals. But from April 1st, there was some change in this policy. Of course, against that we made our appeals to the Railway Ministry, Ministry of Railways. We come under the same ministry, but as at the arm's length principle, these transactions are always held. So there is a change in the land licensing policy. Based on that, we did business re-engineering, and we found that these 15 terminals, 14 of them, the business can be shifted to the nearby terminals. This we have given very clearly in our communication to the exchanges, to all the investors. Only at one terminal, we were not having the alternative, but there is no other way than to close down. Now we are finding an alternative there also, with the in association with some industry there who have come forward to associate with us. We are finding an alternative at that location. So all other 14 locations, we shifted our business to the other terminals which are nearby. So we have not lost any business in the entire in this entire issue. Those terminals which are becoming unviable because of the change in the land license fee, we closed down them. That way, in fact, we are saving some administrative costs. Our input costs are coming down.
All right, sir. Thanks for that. And also just on the diesel prices, being where they are currently, how's it going to impact that segment and your competitive ability as well? Because I'm assuming other operators will struggle during this time.
See, I don't want to make any guess on the diesel price escalation and how it is going to get the volumes to us. Yes, there will be definitely a pressure on the road sector because the diesel prices will increase the input cost on the road sector. But one thing let us keep in mind that at this moment, the assets are idling. And when the assets are idling, people will like to go for marginal costing. So that pressure will always be there. So we are as how this will perform when real demand picks up. That's either in Q3 or Q4. And if the diesel prices continue to be at this level, yes, there will be a good chance of increase in the modal share of the rail.
All right. And just if you look at the line items for Q4 FY20, the employee cost looks significantly lower. Now we understand that there was a one-off impact last year, which is why it's looking a bit lower. But has there also been a layoff of certain staff during this time because of reduced demand, also digitization? And how much really was that impact of last year, if you could just tell us so we can get an idea of what the realistic employee cost is?
So first let me answer about the layoffs. There is absolutely no layoff. We are a very lean and thin organization. My total employee strength is only 1421, and where we almost do a turnover of 6,500 to 7,000 crores. So the digitization is not going to affect any of the employees. We are now starting new areas. So one is the coastal shipping we already did for 1 year last year. We are going into distribution logistics business. We started, we made a beginning in the coal agency. So we are doing a coal agency for Karnataka Power Company. So all these things, these new areas we are bringing in. So we will be adjusting our staff in to these new areas when the staff requirement comes in our regular business because of the digitization. So there will be no layoff. And we are not increasing recruiting any new staff now, whatever natural attrition because of the superannuation happening. So those staff are now, those count is coming down. So that's how it has come down from 1435 to 1421 as of now. And this one-off is basically because there was a pay commission implementation last year. We got third pay commission for the public sector undertakings. And also we have given a one-time leave encashment for all our employees. So a lot of people have encashed their leave balances. So that has come on the last year balance sheet in Q4. So that total, it will be around 30 crores. So that thing will come down this year. It will be on the normal levels.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for speaking to us today and helping us understand how things are panning out in your company and the sector at large.